Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about something that's, well, it's completely changing the game: artificial intelligence. This isn't some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. It's a real tool, something you can use right now. So we're going to break down how it all works, why it's blowing up everywhere, and what it really means for you.
All right, let's kick things off with a really big idea. You see this quote? For the longest time, building with AI was this thing only specialists at giant tech companies could do. But that's all changed. The walls have come tumbling down. It's a whole new ballgame.
So yeah, this whole shift means AI isn't some niche, specialized thing anymore. It's a tool for everybody. Seriously, think of it like getting a new superpower. And the best part? You might not even have to write a single line of code to use it. And that's the real magic right there. AI is basically your new creative partner. You can just talk to these incredibly powerful models in plain English. Forget needing a deep engineering background. Your ideas, your creativity, that's what matters now. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does this all actually work? What's the secret sauce? Well, let's pop the hood and take a look. It all starts with something called a foundation model.
Think of a foundation model as like a super smart brain that's already gone to college. It's been trained on a massive amount of data, basically a huge chunk of the internet. You don't have to teach it from scratch. You just take this powerful pre-trained brain and fine-tune it for whatever you need. A writing assistant, a customer service bot, you name it.
Now here's a fascinating detail. To understand what we're saying, these huge AI models don't see words like you and I do. They see things called tokens. And the best way to think about tokens is they're like the Lego bricks of language. The AI breaks down everything we type into these little pieces so it can understand the structure.
And check this out. Look at the sentence. I can't wait to build awesome AI applications. See how it gets broken down? I can't. Even the apostrophe T is its own piece. By chopping it up like this, the AI can figure out the patterns between all these little bits and make incredibly accurate predictions about what should come next.
So these models learn in a couple of different ways. The first type, autoregressive, is all about predicting the next word. It only looks at what came before it. This is what powers things like ChatGPT, because it's basically a creative engine always trying to generate what's next. Then you have masked language models. These are different. They're trained to fill in the blanks, so they're amazing for things like translation or summarizing a big article.
Okay, so now we know a bit about the how, but why now? Why is everyone talking about AI right this second? It's not just hype, I promise. There are a couple of huge factors driving this absolute explosion.
First up, money. The investment happening right now is it's through the roof. Just look at this chart. A few years ago, maybe 25 of the top companies even mentioned AI on their big investor calls. Now, that number shot up to 177. When the big players are talking about it this much, you know a ton of cash is pouring in.
And what happens when all that money pours in? A massive demand for new skills. That's the second factor. Check out this number, 75%. That's the average monthly increase in people adding stuff like generative AI to their professional profiles last year. The career landscape is changing like right before our eyes. All right, so we've got the tech, we've got the boom. So what can you actually do with all this? What can you build? Honestly, the possibilities are pretty much endless, from super practical stuff to things that are just wildly creative.
Well, for one thing, it's an incredible productivity tool. Take a look at this MIT study. They gave a bunch of professionals some writing assignments. The group that got to use ChatGPT finished 40% faster. Okay, no big surprise there. But get this, the quality of their work actually went up by 18%. So it's not just about speed, it's about making you better at what you do.
But it goes so far beyond just helping you write. You could build intelligent chatbots for customer support. You could build tools that summarize all your news and emails so you don't have to. You could organize messy data and make it searchable. You can automate the boring parts of your day like planning a trip. Or, and this is cool, you could even create super smart characters for video games that don't just follow a script.
Okay, feeling fired up yet? I hope so. But before you run off and start building the next big thing, let's have a quick, real talk about what it actually takes to go from a cool idea to a real product. It's something people in the industry call the last mile challenge. See, building a quick demo, that's the easy part now. You could probably whip up something really fun in a single weekend. But turning that fun demo into a real, reliable product that people can depend on every day, that's the hard part. That's the last mile. And it can take months, sometimes even longer.
But listen, don't let that scare you, because the truth is, we're living through a revolutionary moment. The barrier to getting started has never, ever been lower. Your creativity is the main ingredient now. The tools are here. They're waiting for you. So the only real question left is, what are you gonna build?